crayons. Hey, I'm Ian, and this is my new show, Brain Babies. This is a show where I'm going to choose a new special topic every single week and try to make it done in a way it's never been done before. This is my co-host, Evil Dog. You know, me and Evil Dog, we may succeed in our goal, we may fail, and we might hurt ourselves terribly, but one thing is for sure. We will be birthing some beautiful brain babies out of our minds, and we'll raise them with the warmth of an alligator mother. But we're not doing this alone. No. This chair right here in the future is going to have guests, but that's not all. You have the opportunity to participate in this creative challenge as well. And you can submit your brain babies to be featured on our second show, Brain Babies Reviewed. Now, Evil Dog, will you please show our audience this week's special topic? Thanks, Evil Dog. Special topic is crayons. Let me get that for you. I'm gonna go brainstorm, but what I'm thinking about is probably just melting a bunch of them. This is awesome. You go, Evil Dog. Oh, jeez. Why is it doing that? This is awesome. I had no idea that crayons exploded when you burned them. Oh, it's making a lot of smoke. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Yeah, so I'm thinking that I'll like drip the crayon wax into the jar, and then I'll create like a desert environment, and then I'll have like a weird camel monster on it. Before we get to any of that though, I want to burn some more crayons. Ooh! Ooh! Ooh. What the heck? Oh, there it goes. Oh. And burn it like that. Oh, that's pretty. I like that a lot. Booyah. Look at that. That's cool. That's cool. You know, that might as well just be a candle. I'll just use this to get my other crayons on fire. Wait a minute. That's paper. I can't do this. Oh, crap. Okay, well, that was fun. Let's go do something useful now. All right. So before I get to this jar that I got, which I found in the dumpster, and these beautiful Crayola crayons that I got, which I found at a garage sale, I'm gonna test everything out with this Taco Bell cup, which I'm gonna cut into a jar shape right now. Well, not really a jar shape. Maybe fast forward this scene. Ooh, we got one. I want to be well. All right, here we got the cup, and I've got all the Rose Art crayons that suck, and that's what we're using to test my ideas. All right, let's get a groove on. That's gonna take forever. Let's use the heat gun. Oh yeah, that's doing the trick. Oh, it's windy though. It's blowing the wind. Wait, this is a plastic cup, and this is hot wax. I guess we'll find out. Oh, I guess we found out. Nothing is ever useless. I burnt that cup, and it turned into a little spout. Okay, the coloring doesn't give the body justice, but check that out. I think this is gonna work. Yeah. This is gonna be cool. All right, well, I think I had enough practice. I feel comfortable starting tomorrow on the real stuff. Ooh, this is so hot. I'll have to let it cool for a while before I start carving. But yep, that'll be cool. Little guy in a jar, that's the plan. Hello, it's the next day, and me and Evil Dog just had a really great slumber, but it's time to get back to work. And I slept on it, and I decided instead of a monster in a desert or like a camel thing, I'm gonna do more of a ship. And this is my rough sketch. It's very beautiful. One problem though is that these crayons are very dark. Like, I don't know if I want the water to be that dark. So I'm gonna test trying to melt and mix a white and a blue, but we'll see if that works. We'll find out. Okay, I just turned the camera off, but something just came to me. I can still have a monster, and I can have a sort of like a rainbow serpent come and like destroy the ship. How cool would that be? Okay, look what I discovered. Well, I don't know if I discovered anything. It's just really cool looking. Yay. So that's my ocean color. Okay. Starting on the ship, I think that this yellow crayon will be cool as a center. And then I'll use dandelion, which, by the way, I have like 20 of these. I didn't know that there was some fuss about dandelions until after unwrapping, but apparently they're back, so it doesn't matter. So I have to... Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the piece of the ship that I then carve later.
One eternity later.
Okay, so I'm almost completed with this. I just have to finish this red layer, but you can see this took me probably like 2.5 hours maybe. Maybe. And I'll show you the time lapse of me finishing it. This is a good time for me to speak a little bit more about what I'm doing here on YouTube. Every single week I'm going to be posting one video on Saturday mornings, and I've used up all of my lighters. I think they're refillable though. I'm doing a voiceover here, man. Anyway, every single week it's going to be a different special topic, and I'm going to have a guest on, and my videography skills are going to get a lot better. But what's really important here is I want to know what you can do with crayons. So, like, are you thinking right now? Or are you like thinking about what you could do with crayons that no one's ever done before? Think. Think right now. Think right now. Do it. Do it. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, so there it is. That's the finished product. I'm basically going to cut here, and then I'm going to carve the ship. And compared to the size of the jar, I'll have a lot to carve, so that's good. Alright, so I've completely finished all that, and now I'm on the carving stage. But I've realized how fragile this stuff is. Like, I feel like if I just hit it the wrong way, it's gonna bust. But also, it's hard to cut through. So that's tough. But you kind of see where I'm going now? Look at that. Kind of a cool pattern. I like that it's not completely perfect, but it's like trying to be. I don't know. And then also these shavings are cool just by themselves. Hello, I'm Evil Dog. Look at my portrait. Evil Dog, that sucks. That sucks really bad. Wah. Just kidding. Evil Dog doesn't talk. Okay. I finished is it a hull? The hull of the ship? I don't know. Just the ship of the ship. I finished the ship of the ship. And it looks pretty cool. But that's really fragile, so I gotta put it somewhere safe. But it looks pretty dang cool, if I do say so for myself. I don't think I like this as much as I did, but it's gonna have stuff on it, so that's fine. Okay. So in making the ship, I have to also make a mast. And I was thinking like, do I have to make a sail out of this stuff? But here's my idea. I'll just use the crayon paper as a sail. And then it's kind of like a little, you know, crayon sail. Yeah, you'll see it. This is my way of making the mast, but I've destroyed it like a million times already. Ah! No! Dude! All right now, check that out. Got ship, mast, and sail, which I'll cut into 2 parts. But yeah, that's pretty cool looking. That's probably better, yeah. Oop. Okay, I'll go ahead and put that together. That's not the sound that boats make, but this is the boat that I made. Yeah, here, I'll give it a good close-up. This is the boat portion, and it took me about 6 hours because it really took me 6 hours. But I can now move on to the easier stuff, or at least the less time-consuming stuff. Hey, it's working a little bit. Ah, it's hurting my thumb. Wait, there's a hair on the heat gun. Don't want that in there. But, ow! Okay, I'll bring the phone over to show. But check this out. Look at that. That's a nice little deep blue for the deep blue sea. Just kidding. He doesn't speak. So, it takes a long time to just mash them with a knife or a finger. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to take all of the... Oh, by the way, what I'm doing is I'm making a lighter color. Just remember what we were talking about. So I'm just going to put them in a Ziploc and then mash them with a hammer. All right. Or a mallet. I got a real nice mallet for this. Okay, this is working. This is working really well. I mean, I know how it works and stuff, but I'm really surprised. I'm going to now attempt to put the ship in. If I fail at this, I think that it's just over. But, nah. Okay. Here's the first arm. That's a little bit too close, so I have to make the other one a little bit farther. Here's the second arm. Put that right all the way up in there. That's not going to stick. It needs to be hotter. Second arm is done. That should be good. Oh, dang it. Is that enough space for the ship? Oh, I can like just... Okay. Okay. Now how am I gonna... Huh. Huh. Oh, shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Little crayon ship in a jar, escaping a crayon monster. How sweet is that? Pretty dang sweet, Ian. Okay, let's go show Evil Dog. Oh, Evil Dog. Well, I've made a huge mess here, but I'm super happy with how this came out. Check this out. Check this freaking out. This is cool. I wonder if you're getting a good view, but I'll take some really nice photos. I guess this is what you can do with crayons. This is what you cannot do with crayons. Don't do this with crayons. It did not work out. This is a fail. Here's my drawing. And here's the final product. That's probably a bad angle of it, but here's the final product. Drawing, product. It's a little different, but that's okay. That's probably the best angle. This was a really fun first video with a really cool thing coming out of it. In the future, I'll have a better system for submissions, but for now, just direct message it to my Instagram, scipanda.yt. And if you don't have Instagram, you know someone who does. Just do it. Figure out a way. It'll get to me. I'll review it on Monday. I'll give you all the praise you need. Subscribe! Just kidding, he doesn't talk. Can I say one last thing? I freaking love the smell of bleach, man. This stuff, I don't know. Is there a way that some scientist can synthesize it into a smensel or something? Because that stuff is freaking... I haven't done any research. I bet it's not good to drink it, drink it, I know, but smell it. Probably not good to smell, but it smells good. Okay.